The 10-in-1 Balance Training System, Part 1.
Hey everybody, Elysia here from Tsai Boards, and today I'm going to show you how to make 10 unique balance boards using just one original balance board. You're going to use 2 half balls, 2 balls, a ball and a half ball, and lastly attach our resistance band system. It's really awesome, it's great, and it's extremely versatile. Alright, here's the first one.
Rocker board.
So I'm going to take 2 half balls, place them underneath either side of the board, and that creates a rocker board. It's only going to go forward and backwards or left and right depending on the way you're standing on it. This is a great beginning movement.
A rocker board is great for easy movement change and for starting complex moves. If you wanted to add upper body ball throws or band work, and you wanted to stimulate lower body balance, a rocker board will only teeter left and right in 2 directions. And this is a great starting point to your balance training. Wobble board.
And the next type of movement is a wobble board. I'm simply going to take 1 half ball away, just leave 1. What's really unique about Tsai boards is that the half ball is not fixed, so you can put it anywhere along the side of the board. If I go just the center, I have an equal weight distribution. That's great, keeps me nice and center. But say I have an athlete who has a weaker side because of an injury, or just need to really fire up that one side. Well, I can take the half ball, place it on the weaker side, and try to balance. And now the majority of my weight distribution is on this right side. It's really firing it up. It's great to target an injured side, weaker side.
And in this position, my back leg takes the majority of the weight distribution. And this lunge position helps train sport and daily living activity where you're shifting your weight. The same is true if I distribute my weight to the front foot.
Wobble boards allow you to tilt in all directions. And what's also unique about a Tsai board half ball is you can get amazing rotational movement.
Single pivot board.
And the next movement is a very unique single pivot point. We're going to take our 5-inch ball with our 8.5-inch half ball. Place that on the board. Now I have to keep my right leg steady. My left leg is going to try and level and pivot. The definition of a pivot is to keep one leg stable while the other one moves around.
This move will get you started on being comfortable with a moving platform. Double pivot board.
The next very unique movement is a double pivot. Using 2 balls, the board is going to tilt, slide, a little bit of left and right, and it's also going to twist freely. And the double pivot comes in where I can twist my hips left and right. So I can essentially pivot on my back foot, or I can pivot on this front foot.
The double pivot board is a perfect progression before you get started on a ball. It's also a perfect combination for keeping the board top level when you want to practice complex moves and stimulate lower body balance. And being able to coordinate your upper body and your lower body as you're on your hands and feet really stimulates true core control. I have stability from my shoulders, through my spine, down to my hips. And this requires some fine-tuning between my feet and my hands. Multi-direction board.
And the last movement, which is the heart of the Tsai board, riding on a solid ball. Step on the low side, Onto the high side, 360 degrees free rotation.
It's all about being able to gently shift your weight, keep your body centered over the board, and let your legs swing like a pendulum. Riding on a solid urethane ball is the most difficult type of movement, but it's also the most realistic for dynamic sport training. And if you watch sport movement in slow motion, you'll see that it's beautifully coordinated and involves all planes of motion. So I invite you to jump into the next generation of balance training and check us out at cyboards.com.